Well, we almost have good audio for the podcast, Nick. Almost.
Close.
In about 7 days from when you're seeing this podcast, the next one will sound magnifique, so to speak.
All about that audio.
As the French say. It sounds like wind, as Nick eloquently put when I showed him the comparisons between the new mic and this one. It's night and day. So can't wait for you guys to be able to experience that. But without further ado, let's go into episode 16 of Brother Brother.
Coming at you hot off the presses.
Well, I mean, it's every week, you know.
Fresh.
We're here.
Freshly served to the masses.
Yeah. Well,
that's our thing.
As fresh as it could be. We had some episodes banked there for a minute. Now we're back, doing them every week. We took a week off there, which was nice.
Was that already a week? Huh?
Yeah, we didn't do one last
time?
week. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we did a few. Well, we did some Patreon episodes the week before, and then we just had a few regular episodes banked up. But now they're all done. Now we're back to recording again.
Dang.
I think the last one we did was around before. I mean, it's not like that long. It was like a couple weeks, but instead of doing it every week, this is the better way to do it every week, instead of having them banked up. Because then it's like, oh, we're talking about some shit, Oh, you want to talk about the Trump assassination? This isn't going to be uploaded for like another week.
He's got that bandage on his ear. He's looking pretty wounded.
Well. No, he's not looking wounded at all. I spent like the following days, I was just looking up shit about what happened, because as everyone I'm sure saw, like the image of like the bullets trace on Trump as he like moved, and like how he barely didn't lose his life. Turn,
he would have gotten hit.
Like the trajectory of the bullet was like literally going through his head, but then he moved at like just the right moment for it to go through his ear. Man. Wow. Just like the luck that man has it's insurmountable.
Confounding.
Yeah. But I was watching like gun channels like literally recreate it, because for some reason in their mind people are like questioning if like the guy meant to shoot his ear or not.
No.
and I'm like, wait, what are we testing? I really think it's just them trying to show off how accurate they are with their guns, because all they do is shoot all day long, right?
It's probably fun.
I mean, I want to get my concealed carry now just to have it, just in case shit goes down. Yeah, just so I have it, so I don't, in case I need it. That way I don't not have it.
You should not have access to a firearm.
Well, just quick access is what I want.
Well, yeah, any kind of access. If there should be a lock between you and a gun.
No, that's why I take classes to learn how to properly use the firearm. They don't let you just do that. Not in America, at least.
Yeah, you could take the classes and still just be like, all right, I got it.
Well, could. But,
probably will.
Probably will. I did look up concealed carry classes. $150 for 8-hour class. You get the license at the end of it.
For the privilege.
You just heard me. $150, 8-hour class. You get the license at the end of it.
You have to do it all in one sitting, though?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, they do have, because it's like either 1 day or just 4-hour, 2 days. But I would want to do it all in 1 day, just to get it out of the way. Do it 8 to 5. Spend the rest of the day in the store shopping. There's a full day for you.
I don't.
That's a good date idea. Concealed carry classes,
Alex, that's an American idea. Is what that is.
Well,
it's red-blooded as fuck.
An American idea. Yeah. Would you ever get your concealed carry, Nick?
You
seem like the kind of guy who would already have it, so that's why I'm asking.
I might. I should.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, huh. No, not open carry, but
open carry.
That's obnoxious.
Just have
people that do that are
assault
insane.
rifle slung across my back.
Yeah, just unnecessary.
Walk into the gas station.
We're not at war,
Just going filling up my gas tank, have my AR on my back.
You go shoot a guy?
I might.
You could. That's the danger involved.
The only thing I can stop a bad guy with a gun.
Is another bad guy with a gun,
well,
right? Nick?
A better guy.
Oh, yeah, by the way, welcome to Brother Brother. My name's Alex. That's
Nick
Urbanski.
Yeah.
This is Brother Brother. This is episode 16. But, yeah.
Intro card.
Yeah. Well, no, we already did all that, but
Intro card.
no, we're not gonna do it again. But
Whatever.
you know, not that I want to get a gun. I just feel like it would be better to have in these uncertain times, especially if Trump got shot. What would have happened? You know, that's the whole thing. Like,
It would have been.
Yeah. Well, Mom would have
nuts.
like just went to the local store, and just looted it. You know, she would have just gone. Mom, this is a comedy
She
podcast.
would have
by the way.
gone to a gun store and been like, "How many rifles do you have?"
I know I have some, but
Yeah,
I need
I
want
need
more.
more. I
Yeah.
need more,
No, I
though.
need more. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she would say that.
Yeah, and I got the card. So,
The money's in the account, sir.
they're like, give me all of the bullets that you have.
Well, she did want to get us guns at one point.
Yeah, she
Speaking
probably
of
still
guns.
does. And
Yeah.
Bob was like, don't do that, you crazy
Well, I don't want
woman.
her to choose the gun for me. First of all,
She'd get
Number
like
one.
a mom gun.
like a 9mm Glock. I'm like, I don't want a Glock, Mom.
I'll take a Glock.
I'm not a cop.
I'm a police officer.
You wanna be
dude.
a Cole?
Like, Cole, yeah. Be just like Cole, dude.
Police issued. Yeah.
I'll ask
God.
Cole, what does he carry?
Literally, probably a Glock.
Probably.
Like what? I mean, at
You
least
have
cops
people
in
coming at
America.
you
I'm
from
sure that's what they have.
Every angle, dude.
You could, you know,
It
that's
could
the
happen.
thing. But you know, the whole thing with the shooter is he's a patsy. You know, that's it. Kind of like John Wilkes Booth, right? Or the guy that killed Kennedy. It's all
That was not John Wilkes Booth.
no, that was Lincoln. But
Yeah.
who was the guy that killed Kennedy? We're not
I don't
very
remember his
educated
name.
guys. That's the Columbus, Ohio education system for you.
Yeah, I know it was a guy. Remember the grassy knoll?
Yeah, basically, I want to ignore what this guy's name is too, because if you look at him, I mean, it's just like, oh, obviously this guy was going to try to shoot the president. But it's like that's the intention, right? That's what you want. That's what they want you to think. Oh, obviously this guy's.
But what
gonna
if
be,
it's like a double bluff?
no? Well, it could be, but
Yeah,
I think he was set up, and like if it didn't follow through, they're just like, oh, it's just a fucking crazy kid, because like they knew he was there for like 20 minutes apparently before he actually started shooting,
He's chilling.
and like everyone's like, hey, there's a guy with a gun on a roof, looking at the ex-president.
Coincidence. Maybe he's like undercover agent or something.
I think that kid was set up, and everybody freaking out at him is missing the whole point. And
I think it was a
What can you do?
disturbed youth that wanted to shoot somebody.
Hey, that's also definitely the case. You know,
And in these days, in these trying times,
like literally right after it happened, I'm like, it's one of two things, and it's only one of two things: complete and utter, total incompetence on behalf of the Secret Service to just let this happen. You know, let shots be fired. You know, within the perimeter of this area. You know, because it's not supposed to get to that point. You know, at all.
you would think that there would be a safe area that they have.
Well, the perimeter
sectioned
that
off.
they're supposed to secure is much bigger than the one that that occurred with it.
Well, they had a blind spot. At least, at least one.
It's just like all this bullshit you're expected to believe. You know, it's kind of wild. So kind of just use your own brain with this. Where, why did it happen? Is it complete incompetence, or what else is it? You know, some kind of conspiracy. So it's just something that we don't know that actually happened. Is really what it is. You know, and I don't think we'll ever know.
The facts we have are a dude somehow got through Secret Service, shot
with a
at
gun,
the
a
truck.
ladder,
Yeah.
apparently, like all this
like
shit.
a backpack
Yeah.
that had his gun in it.
Insanely suspicious. A guy that you would just arrest just on
Just
sight.
anyway.
You know, you seem like a danger to society.
Where you going with that ladder, son?
Why do you have a big long bag with you?
Carry on.
All right,
You crazy kid.
go on. Yeah.
It is a Trump rally.
Well, somebody wanted Trump dead. Somebody very, very high up wanted Trump dead and allowed all things to happen and didn't get away with it. But luckily, they got the patsy to get killed, so no one could talk about it. Right?
Dude, it almost like totally worked too. If he didn't just like glance over.
Fuck. Yeah, it almost worked. It almost
That's
worked.
pretty nuts. I mean, Trump is going to get a huge bolstering into his supporters from that.
I mean, honestly, I thought it was impressive. You know,
How his superhuman ability to dodge.
well, just the fact that he took a bullet and then got up and was like, he told everyone to like fucking fight. It was like, oh shit. People are gonna start shooting.
Yeah,
You know? People are gonna start firing.
That's gonna rile people up for
Oh,
sure.
fight! All right, where's the cops?
And he knew it.
Talk
like-
about inciting a riot. You know what I'm
It's like,
saying?
after
Shit.
them, my horde. They're all armed to the teeth.
Well, now Kamala Harris is apparently gonna be the Democratic person.
Yeah, his Bidey boy stepped down.
Well, he shouldn't be doing what
He's the
doing
president
at all.
of the United States.
He's 90% dead. You know what I'm saying? Like he's basically in the coffin right now. Throw him in the urn. You know what I'm saying?
When he puts those shades on, he looks like he's 82.
How old is he? Is he
I
82?
think he's like 85 or some shit like
God.
that. 83 maybe.
Like that's the kind of guy who should be on a golf course. He should be, going out for brunches on the weekends with his wife and his family. He should be having yearly vacations with his relatives. He should be enjoying life, taking it easy.
I mean, even 60 is like, why do you want to be under that pressure?
Hey, dude,
right?
you've
Like,
lived your life.
Yeah,
It's time to chill now. You know?
Step aside.
Why would you want to be under that much pressure?
Right, at
Number
that
one.
age, it's like you've already lived your whole life, bro. Like just
Just to say you did it?
relax a bit.
Yeah.
Like turn it down a
Yeah.
notch.
But no.
Nah,
as
he's
well.
like, I'm gonna go hard in the paint till I die.
God. Fucking hate politics so much. Everything's always one side or the other, but they're really like the same side, with just different colors, right?
I can't believe you said that. You're gonna
God,
piss
Americans
off
are
both
so
sides.
stupid, dude. We're so dumb. God damn.
Dude, there's no room for middle
we
ground
just
here.
love taking sides. It's
Yeah.
insane. What is wrong with us?
It's
Like,
us versus them.
why does it have
Who
to be
versus?
that? Right.
Who are we doing it versus?
Yeah, God, they got that so right, dude. God, we're so dumb. And I know that's not just Americans. That's all people. That's humans.
Yeah, it's just human
Humans in
nature to
general.
group up and find adversity.
God, so we're all just fucking morons. Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna do? Well,
Go get my concealed. No,
Yeah,
just
nope.
allegedly.
allegedly, I would shoot up everybody.
Yeah, no. In
Allegedly.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
And like
modded
Watch Dogs.
Minecraft.
Yeah. I finished Watch Dogs. Did you see
Dude,
that?
I still haven't even like played it much because I got Atomic Crops and I've just been playing that.
Which is just this isn't going to be a video game episode again, guys. Don't
No,
worry
yeah,
about
no,
it.
we're glossing.
Don't worry
over
about
this.
it. Yeah, but
Was
Watch
it good?
Dogs. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta get back into that.
I mean, there's some missions that you literally can't get past, and you will look up solutions to because they're broken, and people are like, "Oh yeah, that's a known problem," and they'll tell you what to do. But it's like, man, there's some missions where I'm like, "Holy fuck, what am I supposed to do?" But that's just on normal difficulty too. I was gonna put it on hard, but I'm like, let's just see how normal it is too, and it was ridiculously hard. So I'm like, oh, I thought I had turned it up at different points, but I hadn't. It was just still on normal.
It's just hard.
Yeah. Hard game, Watch Dogs. But it was fun. Cool story. They're apparently making a series about it. I didn't realize that until after I had already played it. So I was like, oh, cool.
Like a
That
TV
should
show?
be interesting, yeah. It's the
Well,
main
aren't there,
character.
like,
You're just avenging the death of a family member. That's the whole game.
Yeah, I got that far. That's like
Yeah, and at the end, you kill the guy, and you're like, you people say that you don't feel anything, but I feel complete relief.
I am Watchdog.
You're basically, yeah. I mean, yeah, right. The whole game it's essentially Batman Arkham Asylum, except you're a hacker,
It's a good concept.
and you're not beating people up. You're shooting them with guns for the most part. The best part, I will say, and the worst part, is the driving. Just because the physics isn't all there, with the driving. But, like, the hacks and stuff you can do with police chases is fucking sick. So
like the guardrail thingies.
Yeah.
Just go up.
Or like you like drive through like a stoplight, you can like
Turn the
trigger it
lights
to
on.
like
Yeah.
cause a wreck. Yeah, it's nice.
I did that.
That's
That was cool.
So I wonder how the second one is because I haven't started that one yet. But Watch Dogs, cool game. It's been out for over,
Like a decade.
over 10 years at this point. So
I remember when it was new and I was gonna like pre-order it, and I was like,
back in the
expensive.
day. Oh yeah, I mean we bought it for like $6, so you know,
Yeah.
or like $3. It was some small amount, you know.
I spent like $9 total on like 2 or 3 of the Watch Dogs
Yeah,
games.
two of them. One of them was like the top edition or whatever.
That was the second one for sure.
It was like $8. You know, like all right, sure. Steam, sure, and give it to me.
$90? No, $9.
Yeah. I recently bought No Man's Sky because it's like $23 or $25 or something, and I was like, ugh,
You got it on Steam?
fine, yeah.
I might have to pick it up. I played it on the Game Pass like a couple years ago.
Well, I was like, I keep seeing shit about this too, and I'm like,
The
it
new
seems
update.
interesting that they keep updating it. Apparently, it's good now when it used to suck.
Yeah, it was
So-
good when I played it a couple years ago. I sunk probably like over 100 hours in it on the Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm like ready to get invested in that. You know, maybe. You know
Yeah, I
what
could
I'm
play it
saying?
again.
So,
I can play it again.
it was only it was like I said, it was like $23. So I was like, I'll bite the bullet. It's been on my wish list for like 5 years. Might as well just buy it now.
It's like one of the best space exploration games.
Well, yeah. Besides like the Outer Wilds, or if you know, you know. The game's so good.
I think it's better than Outer Wilds.
Oh shit. Well, Outer Wilds is more just about a story,
Yeah.
the lore.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's one of the best games ever made. One of the best games I ever played. And if you say No Man's Sky is better than that, that's a good sign.
It's pretty good. And I guess the new update's supposed to like make it way better too somehow.
It's called Worlds. So I think they just added more worlds. This is apparently turning into the video game episode. We're not intending it to be.
We're trying
we'll wrap
to get
it up
off.
soon.
We
but,
just
No Man's a space game. It's basically what Starfield wanted to be, but it had no chance of becoming, and and Starfield was nothing. You know, that's the game that's charging $70 for an experience that you wouldn't really want to pay $10 for.
Yeah, I might pick it up on sale for $5.
See, that's and then at that point you have to be like, what is my time worth? You know, how do I value your time is valued at $5?
Because think of how many tens of hours of content Starfield has.
That's how I feel about fucking Suicide Squad. Like I wouldn't
do
wouldn't
not
play that
wanna
for free.
play that, yeah.
I wouldn't play it for free. But they're charging $70 for that too.
It's $70 for the privilege.
I mean, I don't think anyone's playing that game. No one played it
Fuck
even when
no.
it came out.
Yeah, no one ever played it.
No one played a Concord either. Apparently, that game had
I don't even know
its open beta. That's like the Overwatch kind of clone.
Oh
shit!
thing. Like Valve's one?
No, I think it's Ubisoft or Sony or something, but I think it's Sony actually. But not good. I think it peaked at like not even 3,000 people on Steam for the open beta, the free open beta. I downloaded it. I didn't play it. I was like, I don't even want to. I don't even feel like it.
Oh boy!
Even if it's free, some things
It's
just aren't
free.
worth it. Some things just aren't worth it, even if they're free.
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that these days coming out.
Hey, we talked about that in the last episode. That's the title was "New Video Games Suck." Hope you watched that one. That's a clickbait title if I ever seen one.
I mean, they do though.
They do. That's the gist.
They ain't no Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, that game is an exception of fucking if I've ever seen one. Jesus Christ, no game will ever. I mean, that game had a horrible crunch. The employees were just pushed to their absolute limits. But
the product, dude. Pressure makes diamonds.
I mean, true, fucking truth, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta have a manager screaming at
There's
an
shit
employee.
that doesn't matter, like the most realistic water, and like why?
Look at how damp his clothes are, but only where he actually touched the water. I mean, it's pretty cool,
Something
but like
that no one
totally
will care
unnecessary.
about.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll notice it and be like, oh, that's cool.
you notice it the one time.
Moving on.
Yeah, and then every time you go in and out of the water, you will never see it.
Now
again.
it's like, God, I'm mad. I'm still wet.
Yeah, how is it still damp? I see I'm drying.
Can I be
but-
dry now?
Yeah, like my God.
What an annoying feature. They spent probably just
Hundreds
months,
of hours.
yeah, to make. Yeah. Oh well. Video games
Fuck
are hard to
'em.
make. Yeah, I kind of want to make like a 2D game, but I want to have a concept first. I don't have any concept for a game. This is the video game episode.
Yeah.
Like a concept for a video game. Like I don't have that.
I got concepts out the
Do you have an
wazoo.
idea for a game? What for like a 2D game?
Yeah.
Because obviously I have like survival. I can do like a DayZ
Well,
2D.
not a survival. You could have survival elements.
Well, not your game.
Yeah, my game. I got ideas, man.
I downloaded Game Maker, but that's so you can make games without knowing how to code.
Not RPG Maker.
No, it's not called that. It's just called Game Maker on Steam, free. One word. Haven't opened it yet, but I just I installed it yesterday with the intention to maybe one day, if I ever come up with an idea for a game, it can maybe start there.
I'll make a game, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Add some lore.
That's all you need is lore.
I'm a lore guy, dude.
You can have a block and have lore for the block.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I can make an entire story. Like, this came from 15,000 years ago. This was a brick from the temple of Ichthau.
Wow.
In the
Where's that?
Kozai region.
Oh, so you're just making up an entire world.
Yeah. Yeah. It's world building.
The Kozai region, where dreams come alive.
Yeah. And that's how the brick got there. It's actually meteorite, if you can believe it.
I can't.
You shouldn't.
Where do you get meteorite?
The stars.
Yeah, you just go up and grab it?
No, it came to us.
Oh, where?
To them.
Where do you
Whoever.
get that? Oh. Is there just a meteorite zone that you just go?
No, it was just one meteorite. Yeah, not unlike OSRS.
They just have like ores that just pop back up after you just
like the shooting star. Like it landed, and then they were like, "Ooh,
wow, that's pretty fascinating."
Get that stardust.
Get that stardust. That's what drug people, addicts say when they smoke something for the first time, or the second, third, or fourth time.
Fifth time, however many times.
Get that stardust.
Let me get some of that stardust, bro.
Yeah. Just remind me of the Always Sunny episode where they smoke PCP or angel dust.
The Jersey Shore.
Is that
episode?
PCP? Yeah. Is PCP angel dust? Let us know in the comments.
I think. Yeah.
Who's
a doctor here?
Yeah, you don't know, but
I'm not a medical man. I'm not a pharmacist.
Do you like the taped up nubs, Nick?
I mean, it's a strange choice. I mean, it looks probably better from a distance because up close I could see all the ridges.
I'm going for the distance look.
Yeah. It's like far
the
enough
light
away
might
that
not
it probably
be helping our case, but
no. But I think it's far enough away. It's just like a blue thing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's an aesthetic choice for sure.
I mean, we're gonna go for a completely colored theme. That's our thing. If Nick could choose, he would just be a blue person. And like,
wouldn't that be sweet though?
You're an entire. I mean, you I mean, technically, next episode we can have an entire color themed.
Don't spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it, but it might be cool in the next episode.
It could be.
I mean, every episode's cool, but I'm just imagining the thumbnail, and it's very, very funny to me what it could be. The next episode.
Should we save it for like 20?
It doesn't need to be special. You
just never even address any of it.
Well, I was thinking about.
I think
just being like we're gonna just reference, like, you're not gonna understand what we're talking about right here, and that's okay. But
it's good. I mean, you cut it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it out, but because this is for the pod, But I was thinking just me show up with the outfit and everything new, and just not even address it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just the whole episode. Don't say a single word about anything.
Yeah. Because like you wouldn't be able to tell otherwise.
Yeah.
If you're just listening. You don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's the joke, though.
Yeah. That's the idea.
And that's it. Boom.
There it is. There's a brainstorming session done.
Yeah.
Locked in.
See, we mentioned like the beginning episodes, like I want like a green screen behind me. We don't have that yet.
Yeah. It'd be like a green tarp.
Yeah. But eventually one day, when the pods, we get 1 million subs and we have a warehouse to do this in, we'll just have a green wall and
2
then a blue
million,
wall.
maybe.
and
A blue wall.
yeah,
Blue screen it.
yeah.
Like the classics.
Well, it's green and blue screen, so technically we can just be invisible wherever we are.
That'd be
At least
cool.
one of us would be invisible. If you know, you know. You know?
Just sit on each other's different colors.
Just swap.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a good mix. We're brainstorming on the pod. All I gotta say is I can't wait till I get the new mics because I'm just being very careful about moving my hand right now, and I won't have to be doing that next week.
I just manhandle everything and hope for the best.
Well, for you, it's just there's nothing we can do about it. You know? You're hitting the vape and you're aiming the mic at it, so we get the full volume of it.
The people got to know that you're hitting something.
And I don't get to like notice that, you know, him hitting it directly into the mic is happening until I'm watching it, and the audio's already mixed both of us together, so I can't just cut him out. So it's just there, you know, just the big suck in of the vape. So I'm sorry, guys, but you know, it is what it is.
It's mixed. It's mixed.
All you gotta do is
they can't even tell, dude.
Yeah, they can tell.
They can't tell. They don't know.
I mean, I showed Nick. Like I told you, the difference is it's night and day. Just versus nothing. Fucking $40 mic, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Basically as much as these are. You know what I'm saying? But
no.
Well, not to me, but to the general
to someone.
populace.
To someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Probably.
me.
I mean, these are also like old mics at this point, too.
Well, they're not that old. Technically, a mic can't really get old. An old mic is still a good mic. They can work for forever.
But not at the standards and the quality of
even that.
The new mics.
Yeah. Technically, some old mics sound better than new mics. Just because of how they're built and constructed. Some shit was made better back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have those mics, do we?
We don't have those mics.
Those are
we
built
will.
to last.
That's a pretty old mic, but good as fuck.
Like how old?
I don't know. It's not new. Plus, I bought it from eBay, used. So it's even more used. Well, yeah, but we're wrapping it, so you can't even tell that, you know. The other ones I'm getting are literally from an audio touring company. They just have a bunch of them, and I just bought 2 of them.
Then why? If you
this is from a different guy. I want 3 of them.
For a guest?
Yeah. I technically want 4, but I just started with 3.
And they could use these mics.
Yeah. We're not at the point where we want guests yet. I mean, at some point we want, or our mom wants to come on the pod, which that might be funny, just to.
Would that be funny?
Rip into her on the pod.
Oh my God.
Well, because, you know, I'm not going to.
That'll probably end up on the Patreon, that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's how you entice people, right? Oh, you want to see conversation with our mom? All right. Pay $3.
You want to see a grown woman actually cry?
She wouldn't cry on the pod. She would just get mad and leave. She'd be like, I'm done with this. Plus, she would just get impatient because it's an hour, and she doesn't have the attention span for an hour. Just stay with us. You know? Stay with me, Mom.
She will not.
You got your ciggy? All right. As long as we do it outside on the back porch, she would be fine.
At her place?
Yeah, at her house,
we would have to
on
do
her
it
back
there.
porch.
Yeah, that'd be the only way.
Literally, bring it all to her. Yeah. That'd be the only way to do it. Or we would have to FaceTime her and it would be awful. But, yeah.
There's no good way of doing that.
Well, no, there's not a good way. But the best way would just be doing it there. Just take all the shit. But, you know.
It just doesn't seem...
That can be a special Patreon episode. That can be like number 20 or 50 or something.
Or
you know,
200.
Way down the road.
200.
We're at like Patreon number 8 or 7 or something right now. I'm not sure. I know another episode gets released next week. Not this week, but last week we talked about our fraternity experience.
What I could remember.
Yeah, well, Nick, we discovered that Nick really couldn't remember much about he browned out that night.
I browned out that night. Not as severe as a blackout, but almost.
Right. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, it's not as severe as a blackout. But
I remember bits and pieces.
Right.
However,
you can piece it together if you're given some sort of prompt.
Yeah.
Like as I was explaining, my memories of it, Nick was he was recalling.
I was like, that
his
sounds
own.
Similar to something.
Similarly, scary, traumatic.
Yeah, like that was. It was.
Disturbing.
It's there.
Disturbing.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just.
Yeah,
It just came out.
We'll get better. This is still early episodes, you know. Technically, this is still very early in the pod, so we can make mistakes. We got a light. I don't even know if we'll keep the light, but we're gonna see how it looks.
It's probably like better.
It probably looks a little better, a little clearer.
You don't want it to be like too bright, though.
Well, it's not too bright. Technically,
No,
it's
that one's
it's barely doing anything. But
well, it's an enhancer.
yeah, it was either too bright or like too dim. We're still figuring. This out.
Maybe like you could turn the brightness up but put it further, like in the corner.
Yeah. See,
we'll figure it out.
It's not, again, we're still doing this, you know. I'm just excited that the mics are getting upgraded. We won't have to worry about that anymore. Because
the Windy City.
Yeah, I just feel bad if people just having to listen. But we don't have that many listeners, so it doesn't really matter right now. And we'll get to the point where we do have listeners, and we'll have the good mics at that point. And then people will go back to these ones and be like, "Holy shit, the audio! What is going on?" And we'll be like, "Ha, that's part of the joke, guys. It's funny that it sounds bad.
We're pranking our listeners.
It doesn't sound bad
actively.
Yeah, just comparatively, it's going to be like, oh, there's less noise.
Like right now, we're mid prank right now.
Yeah. Still mid prank.
Yeah. We commit to our bits.
Yeah. Well, we have one of the mics, so I could sound nice.
I mean, if you want, you can switch it out now, just so they can hear the difference.
They don't need to hear it yet. They compare episodes.
You're just edging them.
Yeah.
Get
well, because I switched back to this one because I had that one set up, the new one, but I was like, I want to keep.
It'll be a huge difference, like a stark contrast.
Yeah, I would sound much clearer compared to Nick.
And you just hear me just ruffling around the whole time.
You're like, wow, this guy's mic sounds way shitty.
Which is the reason. They upgraded one.
Yeah, we not. It's a tight operation we got going over here.
Yeah, dude, we got logistics going.
All I gotta say is ship with USPS and not UPS because it's way faster than UPS. UPS sent me a thing like, your package is delayed a day. Sorry. And then they just held it for 2 extra days. So they lied. And like in that time, USPS delivered my package across like 5 states. So I'm just like,
United States Postal
UPS
Service,
always consistently sucks. So I'm just like, I hate when they're used for anything.
And they're better than FedEx too, which is crazy.
USPS all the way, guys. At least where we are, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it's so fast, but I appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, they started it by riding on horses, you know.
They called it the Pony Express.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, look it up. We can actually put it up on the screen, but I won't remember to look this far into the episode to do that. Because I'm not, as I told Nick, I'm not cutting into our faces every interesting thing we say.
Hundreds of hours just on like a 20-second thing.
I mean, it's what a lot of podcasts have, but they usually have a guy doing it at a switcher, live, so that way you don't have to edit it after the fact.
Because it's already done.
Yeah. Or they have a guy just editing after the fact. It's the same amount of work,
it's his
really.
job. Yeah, it's his job to do that.
Yeah. It's just he's not part of the pod.
Yeah.
He probably gets paid to do it as well.
Yeah.
Guy.
Certainly would.
And then him or a different guy gets paid to do like the thumbnails and that too. But hey, it's like kind of a good resume builder for me, all this goddamn stuff I'm doing on our YouTube channel. And this is so far into the episode that we can free ball it,
Alex, don't free your balls on the pod.
The way I sit, sometimes I'm kind of wondering if my balls can be seen, but I feel like my shorts are tight.
Your shorts are tight enough. Yeah,
they're tight enough
cinch
to where
it
I'm
off.
Concealed.
Cinch that off.
Yeah, just cinch it off. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Those poor quads just bursting from those shorts.
Nick and I have been going to the gym, so we're like kind of built now. Like we're getting we're getting put together.
Dwayne the Pebble Johnson over here.
Like I'm getting shoulders for the first time in my life. Like I have shoulders now and like triceps that like form a big arm, and it's weird.
You
like looking in the mirror, I'm like,
an arm?
Yeah, like my arm doesn't look how it usually looks. I'm like, oh, you know. We're like,
I've always had muscular arms.
Like my shoulder has like definition where it never has before, and I'm like, oh, working out does things if you're consistent.
I mean, it makes it so you can see where my horrible rotator cuff injury was on my shoulder. You can
see your injury.
Well, like the muscle is like there's like a big old divot, like right on the cuff,
where it just doesn't grow in right.
Yeah, where it's like scar tissue under like really deep
scar tissue that I wish you saw.
Like.
What were we talking about? What were we talking about before my pants, before my tight shorts?
I don't know. That was kind of the whole thing for me.
Well,
free balling.
There you go, guys. Yeah, I forget what I was on a tangent, but I forget what I was talking about now.
Building the resume.
I was talking about the channel. Yeah, the thumbnails, they look good. They take so goddamn long because I have to literally screenshot just a part of the video, cut us out of it, which takes a long ass time. And then just finds relevant and interesting things to put in the screenshot, and like think of fun things. Like fun. for the carnival thing, a carnival explanation, like our idea. It's like a 10-minute video. I got a little screen cap of the waitress and Charlie from the speedball thing, and it kind of looks like the waitress is sitting on my lap in the screenshot, where I'm just like, and she's like sitting in her chair like this, so it kind of looks like she's in my lap,
just casually.
And you're like. So it's almost a good thumbnail, like where it's like I made it purposely, but it all just came together in a very nice way.
That's the creative process.
I made you like all big, like, you know, because you're like, what are you doing?
What's going on?
Yeah, the waitress. Yeah, even though that has nothing to do with the video. You know, we're just talking.
It doesn't have to.
The speed pitch. We do talk about that.
It's a good scheme.
Yeah. In J.A. Biztown.
20 into $1 billion.
Nick, I realized why when you mentioned J.A. Biztown, I had no idea what you were talking about. Because when I did it, it was called Exchange City.
I don't know.
If you remember that.
I don't know what that is.
No? Well, J.A. Biztown it's the same thing.
Just
I looked it up when we did that video because I was like, what the fuck is this? But it's like Exchange City became J.A. Biztown. So... it explains why I didn't know what it was, but why other people would know what it is, because it's like a more current thing. Like it's still a thing.
I'm relevant, dude.
You're not.
I'm hip.
You're not relevant.
Savvy.
Nick's the least relevant person I know.
Dude, I'm all up to date on all my hot goss.
Nick, what did you say the game you're playing is?
Atomic Crops.
When was it released?
Like 2018.
Yeah, current, baby. That's 6 years old at this point.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if it was older. I'm going to see if it was older than that.
Atomic Crops. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I finished Watch Dogs, which is over 10 years old. That's an old game. That game is like given away with systems, I think.
Yeah.
Like given away free. Like as like part of bundles many times. Hey, it should be a good incentive to play it. I'm not sure what the ratings are for it, but it was fun to play.
Oh, it's not that old. It's only September 17th of 2020.
All right, only 4 years old.
It's pretty relevant.
Isn't that weird that 2020 was 4 years ago?
That's so insane. That's actually lunacy.
Yeah, 2020 is almost 5 years ago, which is crazy. 'Cause that's when the pandemic was, and it feels like it just happened.
It's when time just went like...
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Like the pandemic really just kind of changed everything. And it still isn't back to what it was.
It's close enough.
People are like all weird now. No one like talks. No one like acknowledges each other. People are just kind of so focused on their own thing and just what they are doing.
I mean, that's always been there.
It's just like as a person, like I'm finding myself being more like how I saw Dad as a kid, where it's like, God, he's always fucking talking to everybody. But I'm like, why not? We're around each other. We're in the same vicinity. We can't acknowledge each other. Like, what's up? Like at the gym, like when people come in, sometimes I'm like, hey, what's up? Sometimes they don't even fucking like. I look and they're not even looking. They're just
I
pay
never look at
pay no
anyone
mind.
at the gym. You're at the gym at like the night.
Well, like fucking 8 o'clock. Well, I'm there at like 8 o'clock. I'm there like there's still light out.
At night, it's like, well, I mean,
you just acknowledge other people. You know, it's just a simple like, hey, we're both people in the same spot. Hey, what's up? Hey, you're an old person, right? Cool. What's up?
Well, you're not a normal person though.
Well, I just, I want the assuredness that they are an old person.
They are probably crazier than you.
Well, that's why I want just the, you're not going to kill me, right? Cool. What's up, dog?
Well, those are the dangerous ones. You say hello, and then as soon as you turn around.
The only guy that acknowledges me was a very African man who was playing music very loudly when I went up there one time. And he was like, what's up, man? And I was like, what's up, bro? How you doing? And it was the one guy.
That's about right.
And then when he left, he's like, you want me to turn this off? I'm like, nah, you're good, bro. This is the only guy that acknowledged me. Well, no, that's the only guy that talked to me. There's people that have acknowledged me, but there's also people that I've tried to acknowledge and that just have no intention of acknowledging me. And I'm just, people live in their own world.
You're heated over it.
I'm just confused because it happens everywhere. It's not just at the gym. Like,
I haven't really had that
at
issue
the
outside
store
of the gym.
or like anywhere. It's just like people aren't there. They're not in the moment.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
which is
all
weird
over
because
the world.
I'm
That's
there.
a lot.
I'm high as fuck in the moment.
Yeah.
Which makes me not in the moment technically, but I'm also very in the moment. Very in the moment because you have to be very in the moment when you're as baked as I am when I go to Meyer. Talking to the person.
You just
making jokes.
You just go around talking to people high at Meyer.
Yeah, I don't even have like a cart really.
Yeah, you don't actually buy anything.
Yeah, I like look for people. I'm like the guy in
Why are you ignoring
I'm the guy
me?
from the misconnections. Yeah, people are like, who is this guy following me around Meyer?
We made eye contact 3 times through the blinds.
That means we're meant to meet. Like, what's the problem? Why aren't you coming towards me?
You're just hiding in some shrubs, like staring.
Like I'm like holding the shrubs too. I like brought them from.
Yeah, they're actually in pots because you're in a concrete area.
I'm like holding it.
Like, come on, come have a conversation.
I see you.
I see you too.
Yeah. But like slowly go.
That's
behind,
the point.
Like go slowly like behind the aisle, so like they can't see you. Yeah, girls love that. Girls love being scared.
Love that shit. The thrill of not knowing what you're gonna do.
The thing is, girls kind of do like being scared. At least my girlfriend. They love horror movies. A lot of girls love horror movies, and I'm just like,
yeah, I'm not a fan.
You live constantly in fear, supposedly, for just day-to-day life, and your choice of movie genre or just listening is true crime involving murder or horror movies usually involving murder. Yeah. Yes. So I'm like, what's wrong with women of today?
They like the thrill of
but they don't want it to happen to them.
Yes. Yeah. They don't want to actually have it happening in real life. They like the idea
Is it like building
of danger.
Okay, so it's sexual? I thought
it's probably sexual.
Okay. I thought it was like they're trying to like get knowledge to like if they were ever in the situation. But that's
probably part of it.
Their being to that.
They're probably gaining knowledge, survival knowledge, while also just demolishing their being.
Beating their bean.
That
Girls
poor
love
bean.
beating the bean. My God.
And they love it when you call it a bean.
They act like they don't love it.
They act like it's ridiculous, but they love it.
They fucking act like they don't love it. You liars. We know chicks.
We know chicks, dude.
Dude, there's literally a clip that I posted of you saying we know chicks exactly like that. We know chicks, dude. That's crazy. You just did it exactly like that. Man, Nick is the farthest person that knows chicks, but
we know chicks.
I also can't confess to knowing chicks. I don't think I know chicks.
We get chicks. Dude, I got the moves.
I, as a man in a relationship, can't say that I get chicks. And Nick, I can't say that you get chicks either.
I get chicks.
But it's funny to say.
That's
what
I appreciate.
That's what I appreciate about the situation. Because it doesn't matter if it's true. It doesn't need to be true.
It doesn't have to be true.
That's
irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make it up as you go.
Yeah, they'll believe it if you say it confident enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you lie.
Yeah, just straight up.
With a straight face.
Yeah. Like, how can they tell? You can't. Does it look like I'm joking with you?
Yeah. They love that. Women love
Chicks
that.
love that shit.
They love when you're when you give them nothing. Nothing to go off of. Right?
That's their favorite.
Yeah, they're like you see the frustration.
Yeah.
It's good.
Confusion mixed with frustration, anger, and then a whole lot of...
You just get... just a little grin.
One corner.
True satisfaction. Got her. Got her so good. Chicks love getting got. They say they don't, but they do.
They might scream that they don't, but they do.
They may beg and plead that they don't, but they do.
They do, though.
Yeah. It's the implication of danger.
Yeah.
No, well, not that things actually are going to go wrong for her, but she's thinking
thinking that they will.
It sounds like that you're going to hurt these women.
No one's in any danger. How can I make that any more clear to you?
I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it.
Don't look at me like that. You wouldn't be in any danger.
So they are in danger. Such a golden scene. There's that and the one. Well, it's hard to decide between the actual implication story or just him on the boat with the girl. Both of those are just, equally bad in terms of what the message is. But
we're the tasty treats in this scenario.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's so much more of a classic episode.
It is. It's
so
an
many,
all-time
There's
classic.
so many things in that episode in particular. The tasty treats.
Of course, we're the tasty treats.
They're going to take us out in the ocean. They're going to have their way with us.
Is this how you want this poor women to feel?
I feel like you're not understanding.
I'm not getting it.
What a great show. Everything in our podcast is either Always Sunny references, Always Sunny humor, or Always Sunny music or sound effects.
There's always a bend.
Yeah. Well, especially in like our clips and shorts now, I put the Always Sunny a little jig at the end of the clips.
It's royalty free,
Well, I use just enough of the length. Because it was too long, and then I cut it shorter, and then it didn't get triggered for copyright. So now we're good.
just use slightly less than the copyrighted amount.
Yeah, but I still cut it off at a good point, so the tune feels like it's complete. So to you guys, can't tell.
It's a good scam.
Yeah,
it's a good scam.
That's why I can use the Always Sunny intro for our intro, because it's just enough, but it sounds like it's completing a full melody, and that's all that you guys need. And we don't get copyright, but we did get copyright strike on like the first 3 episodes because I didn't shorten it.
You're figuring it
out. Yeah.
Testing those boundaries.
Hey,
how you gonna know where the edges are?
Oop, got burned. Oop. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that one's scalding.
Oop, I'll delete it. Sorry. Yeah. I thought it was 10 seconds, but it's not. It's like less than 9. But like just less than 9, you know what I'm saying?
Like 8.975.
99, yeah. 8.9, yeah. Yeah, that's the trick.
That's how a computer thinks, It's fine. It's like, this is the amount that's copyright.
Hey, the computer knows, and I will use the computer to just barely avoid it,
Well,
just
as God intended.
Yeah. I mean, that's why piracy exists, right? If I can't watch a movie that I want to watch easily, I'm going to find it,
That's one for all there.
Allegedly. But I'm going to find it, allegedly. But
you're going to allegedly watch it for free, too.
Yeah, I'm going to allegedly find it in high definition and watch it.
And allegedly enjoy it without ads.
Yeah. Well, I don't watch ads.
Well, ad block, you got to turn off on some alleged websites.
Well, YouTube I pay for premium just because I watch so much goddamn YouTube, but
I ad blocked the shit out of YouTube.
I didn't think it worked on YouTube anymore. That's the only reason I do that.
does occasionally not work, but it usually does work fine.
Because like Twitch got all fucked up with that.
I haven't been on Twitch in ages. They fuck up ad block?
Yeah, it literally just doesn't work, or it's like so fucked up to where it's like you won't want to use it, but then there's so many ads where it's like, why does this exist? Twitch is awful. It's such a cesspool.
What happened, man?
Yeah. That's what I thought happened to YouTube. That's the only reason I pay for premium, but I mean,
that's what they want.
I'm not paying for Netflix anymore. Apparently Netflix is like coming back. They're becoming another force, the force that they once were to be reckoned with, which is, I mean, anything to consolidate these goddamn streaming services. I mean, it's just back to being channels again.
It's cable.
It's the same thing.
We're right back.
Yeah, it's defeated the fucking purpose that they were here to be.
Mm-hmm. It was just Netflix and Hulu, and that was fine.
Yeah.
We had both because it was all.
Yep.
It had everything.
Yep. And then HBO popped up, and it's like, oh, you want actual good shit? You're going to pay for a different service.
And it's not even ours.
Nope. And then, oh, you want Disney stuff? Which, no, we don't. But some people do.
Some people are crazy.
They have their fucking... It's like there's so... Like, stop. Paramount.
And Stars.
Wait. Some of these, it's like, what shows are even on them?
I don't know. I have not.
Why do you have a streaming service?
I had HBO Max for like 1 month, and they gave us like a trial, and I'm like, this is just shittier Hulu.
Yeah.
And like Hulu has less stuff that I want now, and they have live cable and ad free versions, and it's like, bro,
Hulu's going downhill, dude.
I might cancel my subscription.
Yeah, but Hulu. I mean, if you cancel it, I'll have to fucking pay for it because I need to watch Modern Family on there. So good, such a classic. Unless they move it somewhere, then I'll have to get that.
They gotta swap the rights around.
So fucking dumb, dude. It's literally cable. It's literally cable again.
Yeah, but it's online.
It used to. I mean, the online cable world before cable or before the streaming services was. I mean, you get everything online. I mean, you still can technically, but
you just have to look for it. It's more inconvenient.
Allegedly,
if
you have to look for
to.
it. Yeah. Obviously, we're paying full price for these movies.
Yes, we pay creators what they deserve.
Yeah, creators being Hollywood.
Yeah, with their millions of dollars.
Yeah, they need my 10.
They need my poor boy $5.32.
Or I can just allegedly find the movie and just watch it
for free.
Yes,
in America.
Yep.
That's insanity. What you're describing.
It sounds insane, but what it is
you're stealing food out of these millionaires' mouths. I just hope you're okay with that.
Hey, I've been enlightened on piracy. Enlightened on the situation recently, to where it's not a bad thing. There's a reason it exists, and it's not people that are assholes doing something malicious with the intent of stealing from people.
Well, I mean, it is, but not the people that they're trying to make you believe it is.
You mean it's the switch?
It's all switcheroo.
So the people
it's a classic
stealing are in the right.
The Robin Hoods of our generation.
That's the weird truth of it, though. The people that are pirating it, I mean, you can't be mad at them.
They're taking on a risk for you. Yeah.
Well, like specifically, like apparently in Brazil, like things cost so much there, and like no one makes any money. So if like you pricing like a movie the same price here as you are there, it's like astronomically more for like the same thing in terms of how much it would cost them, with their how much they make
to do it legitimately.
Yeah. So it's like it only makes sense to not do it that way, because it's like, why waste your money, which you could use for like food, on something, entertain you for like an hour and a half.
You wouldn't. You just wouldn't.
No, you would pirate it
every single time.
And that doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a regular person, and it means that the society or the industry is messed up.
If it's more convenient and easier and better to just illegally do something than to legally do it, that's an issue.
There's something going on if that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or if you have to like pay money for something to be harder to do.
Like speeding ticket?
That's another thing. Like what?
Like a speeding ticket.
A speeding ticket?
Yeah, like if you're rich, you could just pay it and be fine. It's only like an inconvenience for poor people.
Yeah. Well, they can do all kinds of petty shit. Just drive through red lights.
Mm-hmm.
You can just
endanger lives. Fly through a fucking school zone going 50.
You take the ticket, it's paid. I mean, the cities they're kind of torn. They're like, well,
it's like
they're paying the ticket,
yeah,
but they're also killing. They're killing kids.
But this is how we pay for upkeep on the city.
They give us money, but kids are dying. Oh shit!
But we got to use their money to save other kids.
We got to take the money from them to try. We're gonna try to save the kids. No, we're gonna forget the kids.
No, we're gonna bribe more officials.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure these people paying their tickets get out of every court proceeding that they're caught in.
Well, they wouldn't have the money if they were not an upstanding member of society.
That's true. If you have money, you are a good person.
That's just factual.
Yeah. That's just logic, really.
You think that they're putting rich people or poor people in jail?
Well, that's why poor people go to hell.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just a fact.
You can buy indulgences.
You've read the Bible.
Well, I haven't read the Bible. But
they say the poor go to hell. They're destined for eternal damnation for their sins. They probably cussed at one point too, which I mean they're going to hell for that. So
that sounds biblical.
Yeah, even if the little kid said "fuck," got him.
God said
no. He heard you, bitch. You're done. You're done. The whole family's just like, oh God, just wait for it. Just wait for it, you idiot, dude. Just get smited.
Yeah, just a lightning bolt. Smote.
Just perfectly. Just like, shouldn't have done it.
You idiot.
What a moron, dude.
You can't go against the word of God. You're not God, bro.
Dude, you remember those games where you played God? Like those phone games where it's like
you pocket God.
You like, yeah, you're just like, you have these tribes that you just kill and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the golden age of phone games, dude. Fruit Ninja. Now they're all just Clash of Clans, pay to win, monetized
Clash of Clans
bullshit.
was sweet back in high school.
Yeah, but then it just became...
It was the only one, though. Like, the only game that was like Clash of Clans.
Yeah, and then there's a billion now that are like it. And it itself sucks. It's just a pay-to-win thing, yeah.
Well,
I do remember when it hit, though, when it was hitting off.
Oh, even I had a nice little clanny with the Ultimate Frisbee boys.
But then it was like, oh, who spends the most money? That's how you win.
It was never me.
No. Why would you spend money in an app?
I wouldn't.
Jesus Christ. The only reason I spend money is to pay $1 to stop ads if I'm playing this thing all the time. Because ads, every time I complete a level, there's an ad. Get out of here. I'll give you $1 to fuck off. The game's fun, but an ad every 10 seconds? Get out of here.
I will pay you $1 to fuck off.
Yeah, literally. 99 cents? Okay, fuck yourself now. Never interrupt me again. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I would pay for in a game. Is hey, get out of my face with these ads.
I don't play phone games anymore.
Not anymore, but
like in years, like I don't even have apps. Like I have an old person phone. Like, there's no games on here.
Dude, you have a folding phone? Is that what that was?
A folding phone?
Yeah,
no,
like the Z Fold.
No.
Oh shit.
Should get one though, because it's got like 2 screens.
Dude, that shit looks so fucking cool. I'm like, that's like the only reason.
I saw an ad that was like a translator thingy, and like one side of the screen it had you like you could see it, like the text that you were saying and that the other person was saying. And then on the other side, there was like another screen that had what you were saying and what they were saying, so you can like talk to people and it would just like translate it. But of course, there've been like ads for that kind of technology for years, so I don't know how well it will work now.
Well, also the folding phone thing.
They're making a comeback.
Yeah, I still don't know if they have the technology there yet to where the crease isn't like just so obvious it's painful.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
And also, just the dust and water resistance is not there.
But when they do,
shit battery life,
people are going to get it because they don't want to just scratch their phone screen, just having it in their pocket.
Dude,
like,
I want a folding phone.
Yeah.
I will give up my iPhone in an instant. The second there's one that's a reasonable price
and that's like actually a flip phone that doesn't have that stupid little bend in the middle.
Well, like the new Z Fold, it's like literally just folds open, and it's like a regular phone, but like it folds open too. It's like a big phablet basically, but there's still a big crease, and I'm like, hey, get rid of that, and
like,
you got me.
Designers,
because it's like a $2,000 phone. Hey, dude, you want anything close to that? I know
like,
it's
you can make the bezel very, very small and have 2 separate screens like the DS, right?
Yeah. Hey, we don't need what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be one big screen.
Hey guys, go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not actually trying to make you bend glass. We're not asking you to fucking break the laws of physics. Find a new way to do it. This clearly isn't the way.
Hey, scientists, bend some glass.
Back to the fucking. We're not. Hey, just bend space time. No. Hey, this isn't the way to do it.
The DS really seemed to have it down.
That was way ahead of its time.
Yeah,
way ahead of its time.
No crease.
Well, apparently there's a Google Pixel Fold. That one might be cool, but we'll see.
I'd still give it a few more years before.
They're all still so expensive too. It's like, for tech that's not even really there yet.
You're basically paying to alpha test,
which I don't feel like doing.
No, you do enough of that with our video games these days.
Yeah, I like getting a finished product that's already done and
that works.
It's put together, and I know it's not going to just break randomly, and I know it can go underwater and it will be fine.
Technology, man.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy that phones used to just not be able to do that. I remember when we were a kid, I had my phone in my pocket, and I just jumped in the pool with it once, and it was done.
Everyone
did
that. I think every person that had one of the phones before, back in the Stone Age, fucking destroyed at least one. The one where
you typed on the front and then you flip and there's a keyboard.
Oh yeah, man,
so good.
The Razor.
Oh god, so good. That was like BlackBerry's whole thing, just the satisfying button press.
Mm-hmm.
It was so nice pressing those buttons, I will say.
I remember I had one Motorola that was like, it would open it was like a big rectangle
keyboard.
Would open up. Yeah, and then you could flip it the other
that
side
shit
and it was sideways.
That shit was so good.
Ugh.
Now keyboards suck because they're all just on screen.
Yeah.
Those physical keyboards were so nice.
Yeah, you just text and
so satisfying pressing those
that click.
buttons. Yeah. BlackBerry was right about that.
Yeah, people don't have buttons anymore. You know?
No, we actually get annoyed by them. We get annoyed by buttons. I don't want them.
Like,
give me less.
Like, less buttons, the better. And I'm like, I'm a button man.
I'd like some buttons.
I like a button. I like to feel a tactile response.
I want to press something.
Yeah, feel it. Respond to me.
Dude, we lost power the other day for no reason. I wanted to play the Switch, dead. By the time it got charged up, power came back on. So I was like, "Oh man,
just one big
really would have been nice to be able to play the Switch in this trying time." But
alas, it was not meant to be.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, our power just goes out randomly here. Apparently, it also. Sweet. I thought it had to take a storm to do it, like a mild storm to take the power out. But apparently, it can be taken out by a sunny day. You know,
I mean, maybe someone hit a power line again
in the middle of the day, 4:00 p.m.
Just wasted
on a Sunday.
It's possible. Stranger things have happened.
No, they haven't. But that's the end of the episode, guys. This has been episode 16, I think. Episode 16.
One of us is right.
I think I am.
Who is it? Let us know down below.
Did we say at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, you did. And you got it right.
I said 16.
I don't remember what you said.
So. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week, and hopefully, definitely we'll be sounding better, but hopefully you guys appreciate it. Peace out.
How long has your tummy been out? I just saw that.